I've been holding this for years. It feels so good, but I hate it. Hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. Welcome back to the Dysfunctional Duo starring Spencer
and Sarah.
And for today's episode, I asked Sarah if we could just sit and have a chat.
Yes.
For this episode.
Correct.
No gags, no gips.
Well, there was no gags to be had.
Nothing, no drawing, no reading. Just sitting and chatting.
Well, you know, for you, yeah, later. I have some shit to talk about.
Oh, shit.
That I did write down. But yes, you wanted to have a girl gab today.
I did. So, as people may know or may not know, I edit these videos. And I didn't always edit the videos, but I started kind of halfway through. We reached episode 50. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to me. Congratulations to us.
50 How about episodes. Thank you to you?
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
You really don't need to.
Thank you for joining us along 50 episodes and tolerating our delusion.
Yeah, I do really appreciate that.
I feel like that's very justified to thank people for, because I feel like we're starting to grow a community and we're starting to see people not just appreciate but enjoy the content that we're making. And as much as this is something that we started because of how we felt about making content, the idea that you enjoy it enough to comment and say thank you, or to engage in further conversation, make recommendations, like none of that goes unseen or unappreciated.
Very much that. And as we continue to grow, sorry, I've been sick, so if it sounds like a frog is fucking my throat, just ignore that. But
it is Friday morning.
Or afternoon or evening. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good night.
No right time to hear that statement.
I mean, come on.
No, come on, no.
What a great way to start your morning. It's like a zinger. It's like getting in a cold bath.
A fog dinking.
A fog.
Shut up. I'm yelling at you right now.
Okay.
A frog dinking your throat is a way to wake up.
I like dinking better.
Yeah. That's my censored version of your atrocious statement.
Should we stop swearing?
We've had this conversation.
Now
on an episode. I've documented it. I've said I need to stop swearing.
I think I do too.
Solely not because I think that I'm a bad person. Maybe I should think I'm a bad person for swearing. But I'm tired of editing out the F-bombs.
Oh, I don't. I leave them in.
You can't. We get, like, the algorithm doesn't like swears.
I don't like censorship. Now what?
Yeah, but if we're continuing to grow, we have to accommodate the standards of the algorithm.
You know what? I appreciate your sentiment on that, because as I stated, I do edit these videos, so I do watch them back. It's hard to watch myself. I won't lie. It was very, very excruciating for me to sit and watch myself talk. Because in my mind, how I'm thinking, I'm not a very interesting person. I'm just some dude. I'm just some chick. I'm just a girl from Calgary, Alberta. I don't have a lot going on in my life that makes me super interesting. But I want to be somebody that you enjoy watching. And I think Sarah probably feels the same. I want to improve myself for the better. And I was editing one video and I was slurring my words. Not because I was drunk. Promise, pinky. I just
more like drunk on life,
but I've always been a really bad mumbler, and some say it's like an ADHD thing. I might have like a speech impediment, who fucking knows.
Yeah,
but I want to make improvements on myself, and I think like 50 episodes in, I think I have to face myself in the mirror and say, Spencer, she sells seashells on the seashore. I've been practicing that for about a week now. I'm not joking. As I'm driving around to work, I'm going, she sells seashells on the seashore, because I was not able to say that a week ago. Mm-hmm. I'd go,
well, it's a tongue twister for a reason, right? I think I agree with you to a certain degree of this idea of like bettering yourself. There's always room for change. There's always room for growth. But like, I also think there's something incredibly entertaining about the normalcy of just being a person. So like, as much as I appreciate your sentiment, don't be so hard on yourself, because I think
hardest.
like you are who you are, and you're 29 years into it. Like, I don't think you're going to change who you are. You've figured that out. But like bettering yourself and like looking for opportunities of growth, I am a big advocate of that. I try to do that. I feel like I'm constantly doing that in my life right now. But I'm not going to change who I am to create a better, more polished version of myself. Because I think there's something more relatable about somebody having a human experience. Like, if they wanted to watch robots, they would go watch some fucking AI robots. And trust me, I've seen a few. I saw a video recently of a robot that they built that is like it's like two UFC fighting robots, and they were doing like the stance when you like get ready to like weigh in.
Yeah.
And they looked like they were ready. Like, all you have to do is fucking topple them over. And the guy who was there like watching it, I think he was a big UFC guy. He like fucking knocked one over, and it got up pretty fast. But like, again, like, people aren't watching robots yet, and I think there's a reason for that. And like in this environment of AI and like perfection and stuff, I'm a big advocate of like, it's normal to have a human experience. Humans are not perfect, and I think that we are that is a strength, not a weakness.
I really appreciate you saying that, because I am very hard on myself, and I want to be entertaining. I want to be someone that you can enjoy watching. Because for me, when I watch myself, my ears bleed, my eyes bleed. It's just, I struggle editing our videos sometimes, and it has I'm like, Sarah slayed this episode.
Yeah,
Thanks for carrying me on your back.
But when I watch my stuff too, I also criticize myself. I judge the way that I appear. I judge the way that I maybe speak. And it's the observer, right? Like, you're always going to be your worst critic. But I know that there's people out there, and they've advocated it, that like, they enjoy watching our content. They enjoy you. Like, remove me out of the fucking factor. They might not like watching me, but they come back to watch you. And like that sense, and I'm not saying that needs to be the reason that you're doing this or that you want to do this. It should be a matter of like, I've always done this because I love content creation. I love being creative. It's something that has always been a thing that I don't want. I don't want that magic of being excited to make things fizzle out. I don't care how old I get. And I feel like millennials are really good at keeping that in mind, of like, sometimes boomers will be like, well, you have to grow up and you have to like stop doing that. And it's like, well, who made that a rule?
Boomers.
Why would I have to stop doing this? Like, I don't want to.
I so agree with that. I think being playful and having fun as an adult and indulging in the things that you loved doing as a child is just as important as like paying your taxes.
100%. And like, the minute we let the magic fizzle out is the minute that you've literally forfeited yourself to whatever normal societal demands people have of you. Like, you're a worker, yes. You have a career, yes. You're an adult, yes. But you're also fucking funny, and you're creative, and you like to go to Disney World, maybe more than some children, and you like watching anime and cartoons, and you're not going to grow up, because what the fuck is the definition of growing up? Like, I've met people who are adults and have grown up, and they don't have their shit together. So what's the definition that we're holding over people's heads? So I think like, we're always a work in progress, and I think you just have to let life take you in the direction that you want it to take you, but not demand a certain result, because you're never going to get it.
Oh, you're like, I do not want to cry on a podcast. That's not going to happen. But like, I've always been someone who is on a very different timeline than the rest of the world.
But that's okay.
But like, yes, like, okay, yeah. Okay, it's okay to be on a different timeline. However, when society's built on a specific timeline, like buy a house at this point, have a career that like you're stable in at a certain point, have a marriage at a certain point, have children at a certain point, I haven't hit any mark. I haven't hit anything. And I feel like a failure sometimes. Sorry to be vulnerable.
I think we all do. Like, I'll tell you, as a person who is married, owns a house, maybe has checked off some of the boxes that society has demanded, I still feel like a fuck up. And I can guarantee you, like, the one thing that I keep trying to remind myself of is the the people who even have it don't think that they have it, right? You're always going to, I heard somebody say this once on a video that I was watching. They were talking about how they finally had made like real fucking money. Like they were raking in $20,000 a month. And
Goals.
they were like, I thought that once I was going to make this much money, that I was no longer going to have to worry about making this much money. Mm-hmm. And when it happened, I became more terrified because I realized that it could go away and that I had to maintain it and that now I had to work twice as hard. And so you actually, the thing that you think you're going to obtain, once you've obtained it, nothing changes.
Yeah.
And it's because it's not a matter of what is in front of you. It's a matter of perspective. You have everything in your life that you need to have in your life right now.
I love the sentiment. I wish life would give me like $10 more a day.
But maybe that's not what you need right now. Maybe you have to discover that for yourself, right? People who are like, I'm not married yet. Like, that's okay. You have a biological clock, yes. And as a woman, I feel that also very strongly of like, we got to start having kids and like, okay, well, like how many kids do you want to have? And like, okay, well, I have to like, do I have to have this in place before I have a child? And like, there's so many things that you think you need to have sorted out, that you think needs to be in place. But some of the happiest people that I've ever met in my life were the people who had all of that taken away from them and defined their life differently because of that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to have everything in place, nor should you fucking, like, if I had everything that I think I needed, then I would not be where I am today.
You'd probably be miserable, realistically.
I wouldn't have this life. If I thought what I needed, I wouldn't have married my husband.
Okay. I see that.
If I thought I need this in my life and I pursued that instead of trusting my heart, I would have never married him.
I think I fall into a cycle of like, what is it that I want? And like, I'm 29 years old. I'm nearing my 30s and I'm still fucking dazed and confused every fucking day of my life of like, what is my purpose? What do I want to make my purpose? How do I want to live my life? Like, who am I? Mm-hmm. I know people could be like, well, you're this. Like, I know Spencer is this. I know Spencer does this. But like, I feel like when I'm sitting with myself, I'm like, who are you? What do you want? And I can't answer that, which is fine.
That's also okay to not know the answer. What's not okay is realizing you don't know the answer and then then sitting knowing you don't know the answer, unwilling to pursue the answer and complain about it, which a lot of people do, right? A lot of people don't know that answer and then they blame external reasons for it. You're allowed to reinvent yourself. Reinvent yourself 1,000,000 times over. You fucking should. The most happiest, I don't even want to say successful because I think success is so subjective and determined by so many other factors, but like some of the people that I've met in my life who are the happiest and the most well-rounded have reinvented themselves 1,000,000 times over.
Yeah.
Because again, it's what society says. Who the fucking, like, what our society says? Because if you go to another country, society could say something completely different.
Oh, for sure.
Society is subjective because it's a human opinion. And the human opinion is changing as we change, right? Gen Z is coming in and knocking a bunch of shit over, going, we don't want this. Mm-hmm. And people are like, well, it has to be that way. And they're like, who says?
The period heavy on the who said.
Who says it has to be this way? Why can't it be this way? Why can't we try this, right? And again, not knowing where you are, not knowing where you land. The 20s are for you to figure that out. The 30s are for you to sort out what that looks like for you. Like, you still have time. And if you're counting score at halftime thinking that you finished the game, then you're never going to finish the game. So don't count score at halftime.
This is why Sarah's my guru. This is why I go to Sarah with, like, I don't pay for therapy. I don't need it. I have Sarah. And
I'm fucked up in the head too. But the thing that I keep learning as I'm going through my own process is like, no one is going to be able to define what my life means for me except for me. Mm-hmm. So I have to stop looking for other people to answer my questions and sort through my own stuff. Mm-hmm. I need to figure it out for myself because I've asked people the questions and everyone has a different opinion, but none of it feels like it fits for me. And like, if I am to have a child however many years later and I had a child, my kid came to me and asked me this exact same question, I would tell them to be curious, to challenge the things that they think that they should have in their life, the things that they should want, the things that they're told that they should have and want in their life. They should challenge that too. Always be hungry, always be curious, always be wanting to learn. Like if you're always curious and always wanting to learn, then you're never lost. But you have to be hungry for it. You have to be determined. You have to take hold of your own life. But what that looks like for you is up to you.
Yeah.
And like if my kid came to me and said that, I'd be like, I can't answer that for you, nor would I ever want to, because what my life is not your life. And you need to figure that out for you. And I think, right, the statement is like that it's always darkest before the dawn. You always feel like you are the most lost until you find your spark to ignite it. And like maybe you're just in that phase of your life, but like that's okay. I'm in that phase of my life too. And I have some of the things that you would deem like what society deems successful. And I don't feel successful yet. So, and that's another thing is like we've talked about this on the podcast where like millennials will do the things that they need to do. And I think you're having a very millennial experience or a zillennial experience where we did the thing. We went to school. We put in the work. We had conversations with people. We did all these things and I got shit all for it. The thing that my parents and grandparents told me to do, which was buy a house young, go to school, get yourself a degree, get yourself education. You'll get hired immediately, move up the ranks. Don't be afraid to work extra hours and work harder. And now I'm here and I'm burnt out and I'm tired and I'm frustrated and I don't have the results that I want. Why? Maybe because that system is fucking broken and it doesn't work anymore.
It's
so
true.
Let's try something different.
We're chasing toxic patterns.
We're chasing the American dream, which has been toxic from the beginning.
Yeah, patriarchal. We don't really fit into it unless we're homestead mothers. Although now it's changed. We're still homestead mothers, but we also have to work. It's so different. And I feel like for, quite honestly, all of my life, I've been looking for a blueprint.
It's okay. You're allowed to have an emotional moment.
That blueprint like doesn't exist.
No. Dude, there's no blueprint for your life. Nor should there be. There's one of you.
And it's like it's scary, but at the same time like it is a lot freeing being like, oh, I can like really like I am in charge of my own life. Like free will is real. And I have it. It's just like I don't know, like what do I do now?
Welcome to the club, man. We're all here.
This is so embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Why is it embarrassing? Because you're honest with how you feel.
Yeah.
You're open with the things that you're struggling with.
Yeah.
You're having a human experience.
Yeah, I hate it.
But if somebody was having this in front of you, wouldn't you be inspired?
Yeah.
So shut the fuck up.
But I hate feeling. I don't like it. I'm such a bad dissociator. I've always like hid how I truly felt. Kind of stems from like my mom dying young, but like it's easier to live in a fantasy in my mind where nothing can hurt me than live in the reality.
Yeah, dude. Are you kidding me? That's where we all like to live. The need to escape discomforting things is like, again, a human experience. But be brave. Be willing to lean into the uncomfortable. Be honest with yourself. You're doing all of that. Like you're doing fine. You're doing great, sweetie. I'm doing great. You're all doing great. I think we need to be fucking kinder to ourselves. Like
I wish I was.
We all need to be a lot nicer to ourselves, because if you saw 5-year-old you today and you were looking at them, would you shit on them the way you're shitting on yourself now?
Oh God, no.
So why are you doing it now?
I don't know, because I'm disappointed in myself, maybe.
It's okay to be disappointed. I don't think you're disappointed in yourself. You're disappointed with the thing that you expected you would have at this age and you don't have it.
I think that's actually very fair to say.
I don't think you're mad at yourself, but you're treating it like you're mad at yourself because you don't know how to understand that maybe you're just disappointed with the thing that you never got.
And like you said, like maybe I wasn't ever supposed to get it because there's better things out there. You know, life is saying like, hey, no, like you would have hated your life if you worked 9 to 5 corporate with like a 200K salary.
Spencer, you wanted to be a nurse.
Oh, I couldn't have done it. Are you kidding me? Me injecting
You wanted to, not even that, you would be having to work 12-hour shifts. You'd have people not being so kind to you all the time. There's wonderful things about being a nurse. Don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on nursing.
We love healthcare workers.
It's literally God's work. But that's what you thought you wanted 10 years ago.
I know, and I'm not that person anymore.
No.
Which is great. You were going to be a firefighter.
I was going to be a paramedic. No, thank you. Dude, you want to talk about reinventing yourself? I became a social worker, decided that that avenue wasn't the perfect fit for me, and I moved into marketing and communications. And I'm loving communications. I'm helping people express themselves and advocate to a certain level that I've never realized that I enjoyed so much. Talk about reinventing yourself.
Yeah.
I'm doing that now. And I want to lean into content creation. That's why we're creating this stuff, because I feel like it's an amazing platform and we're seeing people engage. We're seeing people involved. 10 years ago, I would have been embarrassed to do this stuff. I would have felt like a hack.
Yeah.
But I just stopped giving a shit. I just stopped caring, because maybe, like, I've had people, like, I'll give you a really good example. Like, for people who don't know, I do play video games and I stream on Twitch. I had a lot of people when I first started doing this being like, oh, you're still doing that? Like, oh, you're still playing your cute little games? And I was like, yeah. And, like, I'm loving it, and I have so much fun, and I have such a great community over there, and it literally brings joy to me every time I hop on stream. But if I would have listened to people and what they expected of me at my age, I would have never done it.
Honestly, fair. I think starting this podcast, and I did want to tie it in because, like, 50 episodes, yay. Starting this podcast has been very eye-opening for me in terms of, like, what I want from my life, where I see myself going, what I find enjoyment out of. And it's truly, like, it's sitting here talking to, like, my best friend. And to you guys, but I can't hear you. Hello?
Okay, well, don't make me cry on camera. My God.
But it's true, like, this podcast has been super eye-opening for me. I'm so over crying. I hate it so much. But it's the cancer rising in me. I can't help it.
She's having a Leo moment. Hold on. Dude, it's like, it's so special. And, like, this is an emotional episode, obviously. But, like, again, like, we usually do comedy, and this is maybe a more serious episode, but I'm so happy. Like, if we walk away from this experience and all we get is the fact that you had a better perspective of who you want to be, that would bring so much joy to my life.
Aww.
And, like, I appreciate you for being you. And as much as I know you want to change to be maybe a different person, like, don't ever stop being you. I think that you are so unique, and more people, I wish there was more people in the world like you.
Period.
And there isn't. And I think if there was more people like you, we would have less shit in the world that we're dealing with today. And it's okay to, dude, if the US government doesn't know what the fuck it is right now, it's okay for you not to know what you are.
There it is. There we have it.
If Trump can't figure out who he is, you're fine.
I think it's hard having a human experience when, like, you've separated yourself from the human parts of you for so long. Because you're just scared of them.
Maybe you need to connect back.
And, like, yeah, I'm definitely in, like, a transitional era of my life. This is what it looks like, everybody. It sucks.
It doesn't suck. It's just uncomfortable. But, like, if we spent our entire life chasing comfortable things, we would never grow.
And that's the hard truth, but it's the best truth. Like, if you yourself, talking to the audience now, if you yourself are struggling with something, or you find yourself in moments of not finding enjoyment in what you're doing, you need to really stop in your tracks and just look at yourself and be like, what can I change? Because it's you. You are in control of yourself.
What do I want?
What do I want? What is it I want out of life that will make me happy? Fuck what everybody says. Like, literally, fuck what everybody says.
And be willing, be brave. Like, be willing to take the leap, even though you don't know where you'll land. Be willing. Like, just be brave. And I'm not saying like quit your job today and chase after that thing. I've seen people go like, I gave myself 3 months to sort this through and I quit and now I'm going to figure it out. And like that, I don't think I could do that because that would actually throw me into the opposite direction. But for some people that works. But like being willing to be brave is just like being honest with the fact that you might want something different or that you're willing to chase something different. Being honest with the people in your life, or like whatever it looks like is going to be so different for other people. But be brave. Like, don't be afraid to be brave. And when you're lost and you don't know what direction you want to go, think about it in the eyes of like, if I was explaining this to somebody who was having this experience right now, what would I tell them? Even if I don't know what the end looks like for them, what would I tell them to keep them going? Say those things to yourself. Like, again, we just have to, like, we need to be nicer to ourselves. And I'm saying that to everybody, like me included. Like, we are so mean to ourselves. We're so hard on ourselves. And it gets in the way of good shit.
Yeah, very
like,
much that.
It doesn't actually make things move faster. If anything, it makes it move slower because now you're just stopping to kick yourself every 5 seconds instead of just moving on from it. It's okay to not know who you are. It's okay to try and figure it out. It's okay to lose everything and reinvent yourself again. I've seen it happen. Mm-hmm. And those people are some of the happiest people I know now, right? Like, I'm not gonna talk about it like out in the open, the whole story, but like my dad is an amazing example of that. Like, you know, my dad had to figure out who he was from the ground up with serious resistance. And he is one of the happiest people I know today.
Yeah, he's an awesome dude.
And the kindest, and like he doesn't take, like I see him do it every single day. And so if I can see people around me do it every single day, then why the fuck can't I?
Yeah.
Like I'm not limited. They're not special.
Yeah.
They just did it. And so the willingness to be brave, the willingness to be honest, and I think you're already halfway there. Like if you're being open and honest about it and you're talking about the fact that like maybe this isn't what you want, but also you expected something different for your life, like you're not having an abnormal experience. So many people are there, even people who have, you know, quote unquote, the thing that they should have at their age, right? And you're having an experience that I think our generation and the generation under us is really experiencing head on, the way that our parents' generation and our grandparents' generation definitely probably didn't have. And that is, you told me if I did X, Y, and Z, I'd have this. And I'm without an equation here. I'm without the result. Mm-hmm. So what the fuck? Where's the roadmap then?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Hey, you know what's so exciting? And you said it earlier. There is no roadmap. That means you get to create it. You don't have to follow the roadmap because there is none. You don't have to buy a fucking house.
I would like one though.
Yeah, but some people don't. Some people are like, I'll live in a van and be very content with my life.
That's so iconic.
You don't need to have all the things. You don't need to have kids.
Yeah.
People are starting to have this discussion now. A lot of my friends are going, we're not having kids. Why? We can't fucking afford it. And not because we can't, we could make things work. But I don't want to put myself in a place of just of needing to work paycheck to paycheck. And I'm absolutely not bringing a child into that world. I'm not bringing a child into the world where the politics are the way that they are. Like, there's a lot of reasons why people are choosing not to have kids. You don't have to have kids. And who says you do? Oh, your grandparents? Well, like, tough titties, man. You should have left the world maybe a little bit better, and maybe I could have had children.
I thought you were going to say you should have left the world a little bit earlier. I was like, God damn it. Bye, grandparents.
Well, I mean, retirement is going up. But again, like, things are changing. The world is meant to change. That is literally the fucking point. So for us to sit here and go, the world is changing, but we'll just stay the same. Dude, that is literally the definition of insanity.
Well, that's the opposite.
Is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
And that's how people grow to be so unhappy.
Yeah.
And, like, I get it, because, like, I chased that American dream, Western dream, for so long, and I just failed at it.
Well, it wasn't like it wasn't fed in every single media that we watched for our entire fucking lives. Yeah. Thanks, Disney.
Yeah, fuck you, Disney Channel.
Hey, Disney.
Bitch, I see you.
Thanks for telling me if I was a princess and I looked pretty enough, people would like me. Hey, suck it. But it's changing, and I think it's okay to, like, not know where you are and to maybe want something different for your life, or to not even know what you want. Like,
I'll be honest, I feel so much lighter. like just in that moment.
Good. I'm glad you talked about it.
I'm so over this.
Don't cry.
I'm so over this. I'm not a crier. And I think
You actually. Do you think you've just been holding on to like years and years?
And it feels so good, but I hate it. I hate it so fucking much. But I needed this. I needed to be open and honest. And I genuinely, like, I'm doing this for myself, but I'm also doing this for other people to know that, like, you can fucking break down and that is okay. Like, it's okay to just be a fucking mess. Because sometimes, like, there's fun to be had in being a fucking disaster. Yeah. There's new things to discover. There's new things about you. There's new people to meet. There's new hobbies to find. There's new ways to, like, I don't know, find enjoyment in a world where sometimes it's really hard to find enjoyment.
Hey, not to quote K-pop Demon Hunters, but you broke into a million pieces and now you can't go back.
Honestly, that movie means so much to me.
Yeah, the way I watched that movie and I listened to that final song and it was like all the words I needed to hear. And it's like when they were like, this is what it sounds like. I'm like, ah!
Me off key, be like, this is what it sounds like.
Yeah, that whole movie. Do you think the movie like maybe changed your life a little bit? I think it changed my life a little bit.
I think it was weirdly enough like from like a child's like cartoon, the words that I've been looking to hear. Yeah. It's like I knew. Like,
I think there's a reason why our generation watched that movie more than probably the kids.
Than more than any Gen Alpha.
Yeah.
Than the babies. Is because I mean, I think a lot of us are struggling with the fact that, like, fuck society. Like, it's built so stupid. And there's just so much... There's so many ways we can live our lives. Like, why is it like this? You grow up, you get a job that you work until you die. You have a family. Some people want, some people don't. But a lot of people can't even afford that. You have a house that you have to pay for. That maybe you don't need. Maybe all you need is a van.
It's not even that. Like, I feel like, at least from my experience, like, I grew up with this idea of, like, buying things was going to make me happy. Like, having things. And I'm just starting to understand this idea of, like, there's this new wave of people that are coming through. And I think it was, like, an overproduction of, like, content and items. But, like, I have one foundation. And I'm so happy with my life. I don't have to think, like, we were talking about this earlier because Spencer came over, we were filming the podcast, and I was in the bathroom for maybe, like, 5 minutes putting on a face, like, makeup. And I came out and Spencer was like, you did that so fast. Like, you got
She full fucking glam beat her face in, like, 5.5 minutes.
It's because I have one of every makeup item, dude.
And
I've streamlined this process by being cheap, and I'm so happy about it.
You're not shuffling through.
I had like the best experience because the foundation that I'm using now, I just bought, and I ran out of my foundation, and I was like, I'm gonna go get another foundation, and I got to like pick what was like most like recent coming out. I got to see which ones I wanted, and I used to buy foundation when I wanted to buy foundation. Like if I saw a new foundation, I grab it, and then I'd have like 10 things of foundation. You'd think in theory that would be better, but then when I would run out of a foundation, which almost never happened, I almost never ran out of makeup product at that time because I had so much fucking makeup, I would get stressed out. Because I was like, which one do I want to try next? Oh my God. And then you buy more and more. And like this time it was like, I almost earned the new foundation because I finished the previous one. So everything, like the reason it takes me so fast to get like ready is because I have one of it. I know exactly what I need to do for my makeup. Streamlined. And again, it was a concept of, I don't need to have all this makeup in my house. I don't need to have all these things because I think it's what I want, because maximalism. And some people like to be maximalists, and I totally respect that. But like, I live within the minimalist life of I have one or two of things, and I'm so content, and I use them, and like I get to buy new pajamas now. When was the last time you wore your pajamas to threads?
Me right now.
Okay.
All my pajamas are falling apart, but I refuse to get rid of them.
9 times out of 10, like I would just get new pajamas, and then I'd keep the old ratty pajamas and then just get the new pajamas. I literally will be buying new pajamas because they're ready to be
disposed of,
sent back to the...
That's honestly so exciting.
To the loom. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my, you get new pajamas.
Don't you start crying about pajamas. I swear to fucking God. I love you, but like there has to... You're like Chandler Bing from Friends. Not Chandler. well, I think it is Chandler, but I'm thinking of the Friends episode where Rachel's boyfriend, the guy from Die Hard, what's his name?
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. And she's like, tell me about your mother. And he's like, okay. And he starts crying. And then he can't stop crying. That's you right now.
I mean, yeah, I won't lie. I've been bottling up a lot of
pajamas.
I've been bottling up a lot for a very, very, very long time, obviously. And it feels good to like let it go.
I'm glad.
But I can't stop now that it's happened.
You have to stop.
I opened the door. No, it'll stop eventually. It's just pouring out right now.
You know, it's funny because when I came into this podcast, because I didn't know what we were going to be talking about, like Spencer really wanted to speak from the heart. Is this episode 51?
This is 51.
Okay, so this is our 51 episode. We wanted to talk about the fact that like we hit 50, which seems minimal in terms of numbers, but like 50 is a big deal. I didn't even know if we would make it to 50. Like we kind of started this as a project of like, well, for anybody who like, I don't think anybody here on this channel is an OG, but I actually started a podcast with my husband in 2020. So this was like a passion project that I was chasing for a while because I love the idea of being able to speak openly on a podcast. And then things had changed, you know, like we had taken that a different direction. That is actually now my gaming channel. But I brought Spencer into it because we had done a few episodes together on my previous podcast where she was a guest, and I had so much fun filming with you. And so I was like, I brought this idea to her, and I was like, you know, you could shoot it down, tell me I'm crazy, but like, what do you think? And she's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's see where this will go. And I don't think, like, when we started, we were like, we'll test this out. We'll give it a year.
Yeah.
And see how we feel. And we hit a year in January. And we're soon to hit 2 years of filming, which is actually crazy. Don't start crying.
I can't believe it's been 2 years. Oh my god.
Yeah, in January or February we'll hit 2 years. But the 50th episode is a huge moment for us because that means that like we grew to love this. We've given it enough time to like, I think, see it kind of turn into something magical. And I just think I'm just excited to keep going.
Me too.
I feel nothing but more energy to keep going and to keep bringing out content. But Spencer wanted to talk about it. And so I was like, yeah, let's just have an open dialogue. And this was definitely more of a serious conversation. And, you know, I want to leave space for you to be able to have conversation with me, right? Like I'm your friend first before anything else. And so I know everybody else probably appreciates the open dialogue as well, but bitch, when I came into this episode, I had like some hyperfixations of the week, and they don't fit the bill of this tone at all.
We should do them anyways. I think that's funny. That's very dysfunctional.
Like I was so ready to be so goofy and funny with you, and then we literally, you know what this episode gives? Have you seen that video on TikTok where the girl she's got like a towel wrapped around her head and she's FaceTiming her friend, and she has like a goofy smile on her face, and then the call opens up and she's crying and she's like, I can't believe he did that to me, and she sits up and she's at the camera and she's like, yeah, and there's a towel wrapped around her fucking face. She was like, I thought it was a different call.
I wasn't expecting this.
That's what this was.
This is our FaceTime.
Yeah, quite literally.
Because I'm excited for the future now. I have some ideas. We've started doing other things together on other platforms.
Spencer gamed with me for the first time yesterday, and we had so much fun. Which, you know, I'm really glad you came to this kind of conclusion that you want to lean more into content creation or creation of whatever kind it looks like for you. Mm-hmm. But let the record show. You have to zoom in for this part. Thank you very much.
Sarah taught me. I know how now.
I've been telling you to do this. You don't have to zoom in anymore. It's fine. Actually, Ignore it. It's stupid.
It's whatever.
I've been telling her to do this for months. I'm
Years.
Like, be creative. Just test the waters out. Just fucking make shit and see how you feel. And I know people are always like, people need, like, not everybody needs to make content. And I get that. But, like, if it brings you joy, then make the fucking content. Like, who cares? Who cares? What if nobody watches? What if? Like, who cares? I'm having a great time.
Sarah's been saying this to me for probably years now, honestly. Not long after you started, I feel like you were like, let's do something together. Like, let's test the waters. And we did a few things. And you're like, well, why don't you start your own? And like Sarah always said, like, It doesn't matter. Like, don't think so hard about their first video. Don't put too much.
Don't take it so seriously.
Yeah. Don't take it too seriously.
Why is everybody, and like, that is such a good statement about life, and I keep saying this to myself as like things happen around me, because I feel like, again, we talk about what society demands. Like, there's so many instances where I'll be in a situation and everybody's taking it so fucking serious. And like, there's moments for seriousness in life. Don't get me wrong. I know that very, very well. But we take shit way too seriously for way too many. Like, it's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
Why are we taking, it's not that serious. Like, as I'm getting older, it takes less and less to shock me. Like, somebody said to me recently, something was happening and they told me, and they were like, I was like, okay, I'll do that. I just can't. And they were like, well, like, do you want to talk about it all? Like, how are you feeling about this? And I was like, well, like, whatever. It is what it is. And like, we'll work around it. And they're like, I was really expecting a different response. And I'm like, it takes a lot for me to be like, what?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I feel like 2025 has really tested me on that. The fact that Jimmy Kimmel just got kicked off of television because he made a statement, like,
freedom of speech.
The freedom of speech being like just shit on recently has been like, actually, it's shocking. Like, a few things recently have shocked me. The news is not a healthy place for me to be these days, but like, in terms of life stuff, like, it's really not that fucking deep. If that is happening in the news and I'm making a video and people hate it and that is the most news, like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. there's a spectrum and you're on the opposite side of it. And I've heard people say this in terms of content creation, but I think it is so applicable in every other part of your life. And that is, when you start something, no one's watching.
Yeah.
And people are like, fuck, no one's watching. Hey, no one's watching.
No one cares.
You can do you can just do it. You can just experience it. No one's watching. And when people start watching, you can start to understand what is interesting. What part of you do you love to lean into? Like, all this kind of stuff. But in the beginning, hey, no one's watching. That's fucking great.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly.
That's great.
It takes the pressure off. You're not on stage with thousands of people your first time fucking doing a monkey dance, flipping around, juggling.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. You can just, if you're silent for your very first stream, then you're silent.
Yeah,
you're figuring shit out.
No one's watching. Have people figure, like, it's life. Just take your time, figure it out. And I think I think you should. I think you're an entertaining person, and however it goes for you, I'm so excited because I've always been a cheerleader in your corner. I just love seeing it happen, and it's never been something that I wanted to direct in my hands. Like, I don't want to be here being the pup master. I want you to fall into whatever place you see fit for yourself. But like, if something magical comes from it, I'm going to be so thrilled because I would fucking watch you. And obviously some people would too, because we have people watching us now.
I guess that's true. I think that's also a crazy thing to think about. Again, is like, who am I? Why do you want to watch me? Why
you have to stop.
This has been years. Why am I so entertaining? Like, I don't get it, but again, like, I hate myself. Clearly. And like, I'm working on that. I just want you to know I'm working on it. Just for you. You right there.
No.
You.
Shut the fuck. Just for you.
And me. But you.
We love them, but forget
you.
About them. Just for you.
Me.
It's about you. It's you versus you, babe.
I know, but I'm winning.
Yeah.
In like the worst way.
Winning and losing.
I'm all of it. I'm losing. I'm winning.
It's just
beating the shit out of myself.
Again, like, negative and positive. People always talk about this idea of like, oh, I'm winning, I'm losing, and it's all it's just an opposite side of the same spectrum. What's hot and cold?
My pillow.
Oh, same. One's bad, one's not good. Hot and cold are just temperature.
It's temperature, man. It's whatever you want it to be.
It's literally two things of the same thing.
Yeah.
Two sides of the same thing. It's not good or bad. It's just hot and fucking cold. It's one side of the spectrum and the other side of the spectrum of one thing.
Yeah.
Define it your way. Right? Hot for some people is awful. Hot for some people is amazing. Cold for some people, awful. Cold for some people, on a pillow, amazing. Subjective. So define your hot and cold, because your hot and cold is different than my hot and cold.
Yeah.
So just sort yours out and be content with what that looks like for you.
And I think, like, because Sarah and
I feel like I am pulling metaphors out of my ass today.
Sarah is my guru. Like, you are Master Uguay.
Hey, Sarah, you watch this back. If you go, I don't know what to say. Hey,
She's got this.
You make magic happen on the spot.
You do.
She's
really good at pulling shit out of her ass.
I'm a great bullshitter. Like, when I play the game bullshit, I'm really good at it. And I think it's because, like, I can just fucking literally pull shit out. And then people are like, that's amazing. And I'm like, thank you so much. I planned this for weeks.
Is that why you have a dump truck? It's because you get pulling thing out of your ass?
Do not sexualize me right now.
Was that too far? Did I take a step out of bounds?
When I think of dump trucks, I actually think of the woman from Master of Disguise.
Oh, I love that fucking movie.
I've never seen somebody have a dump truck quite like her. I mean, she doesn't have a dump truck quite like her, but
no, it does. When she's walking, strutting down the street,
doesn't she knock a child over with it?
She knocks a sign over,
yeah,
and just keeps walking.
That's a dump truck.
So funny.
Now that is a dumpy.
She's the mom from Wizards of Waverly Place.
I know.
That's awesome.
She's also
amazing.
the mom from Camp Rock.
Love it.
Yeah,
she's iconic. I don't know who she is. Let's have her on.
Where
the podcast.
is she now? Making money, living off her success.
She's living off her dump truck.
Good for her.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, it wasn't her dump truck.
Oh, wow.
That's movie magic in its finest.
Everything's fake. Except for us. This is the point of what I wanted to say about this podcast is, like, Sarah and I think, have unspokenly both decided that, like, we care about what we're putting out into the world. We care about our content.
Even if our content says otherwise.
Yeah.
Even if it's even if it's garbage to some people.
It's god awful. Some days we honestly are just, like, phoning it in. Like, call a friend, we're phoning it in.
I don't think I've ever phoned it in.
I've a few times.
I might be annoyed, but I've never phoned it in.
I sometimes have moments where I'm just like, again, like, it's self-critical of, like, where is this going? We have 26 subscribers. Shout out, love you.
We have 46.
Really? See, I'm just not in reality. I don't exist here. But, like,
it's still a small group. Thank you.
It's a small group of people, but, like, I get caught in these moments of, like, where is this going? Like, can we actually, like, do anything with this? Are we just two kids fucking around?
What if we're just sharing to 40 people? Would that be enough for you?
Right now, yes. Because I want to show to those 40 people and maybe a few stragglers that come in that, like, we are just humans, and we mean the best, honestly. Like, we both are we have no ill intent to anyone except for ourselves, apparently. But we are just two kids. Really, it feels like two kids.
You were doing so well. I was so proud of you up until the end there. I was waiting for it. I didn't know when it was. She was doing so well. I was, like, so impressed by her. She was keeping it together, and then she looked me in the eyes.
It's just,
I can't look at you. That's the problem. Is it because I'm looking at you?
I don't know. I've known you for 19 years of my life.
Stop it.
And, like, it feels like I feel like a kid again when I do this in, like, the best way. Like,
okay, now you're gonna make me fucking cry. Absolutely. Zip it up.
I have fun, and, like, some people might think we're stupid or weird or whatever, but, like, I'm just having so much fun with you. And I'm having fun with you guys too. I love the engagement. I love that people care enough, because I don't know, it feels like a community. It feels like a safe space to just be who we want to be.
Yeah.
Whoever that may, like, I think for some people we might be, like, complete weirdos, and I'm okay with that now. Like, I'm tired of masking. I'm tired of, like, pretending to be cool or, like, a certain type of person, or I'm pretending to want things that, like, just don't suit me. I'm pretending to care. I'm tired of pretending to care about things that I just don't care about.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to, like, I don't know, live my truth. And I feel like this podcast has, like, helped me realize that more than anything. Which is, I appreciate it. And I want to continue. I want to see where this grows. And I want to see where we go.
Me too.
And I want to see everybody who follows us grow with us. And have fun. I want you to have fun. I'm sorry this is...
This is really Spencer's podcast. I'm like, this episode is just Spencer's podcast. I'm just along for the ride. But
you're never going to see me cry again. This is your only moment. Have it.
Until the 100th episode, and then it's going to open up again. It's every 50 episodes where
Every
emotions
50.
will be piling up. But
You haven't cried yet, though. I go see your eyes getting a little teary.
well, I mean, you're so right. You're so real for saying, like, we're just two kids. Like, we met each other when we were 10 years old. We were just two girls, like, who found, honestly, each other.
Mm-hmm.
There was never really a moment of we're friends now. It was just like we've always been friends, and so things are seamless with you. And I think, like, you're definitely one of my soulmates, and I think I'm so happy that you're in my life and that I have you as, like, you're my best friend. Aside from my husband, who is also my best friend, like, you are my best friend first. And you've always been my best friend first. And so I just adore you. And as much as I shit on you and I make fun of you and I call you names, it's all a matter of love.
Of course, like, I wouldn't want anyone else calling me a dipshit to my face.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
But-
it means so much coming from you.
Yeah, well, I'm the only one who could. But I think, yeah, like, I'm proud of you. And I think
I'm proud of you.
you've done so much in the last few years of your life, and you've always been willing to walk a different path and go against the current, and your willingness to be original has made me be willing to be original. And so as much as you feel like you are lost, like, you inspire around you, and you've always inspired me. So I appreciate you. I appreciate the platform that we have, the audience that appreciates us, and sees us for who we are, and the color we bring to the page, I think, is the best way to put it. And I'm just really excited. And can we end with what my hyperfixations of the week have been?
Absolutely, please.
Because
Get me out of this.
I was, like, so ready to talk about these things, but now it sounds so fucking ridiculous. I wrote them down. Okay. Okay, the first one is, like... Okay, we all know how I felt about Dimitri's voice of John Cusack.
Yeah.
Well, I found another person that I've hyperfixated on, which is a young Keanu Reeves.
Oh, not what I was expecting.
Not what I was expecting.
Why?
Never thought he was a cutie patootie until now.
You never thought he was a cutie patootie?
I mean, yeah, like, he was just a guy to me when I was a kid. But I rewatched Matrix recently and watched all of them, and I was like, he's kind of cute. And then I watched Constantine this week.
Who?
If you haven't seen it, you should see it.
Okay.
You'd like Constantine. He plays, like, this, like, a guy from the occult who, like, fights spirits. He's like an anti-hero.
Ooh.
I think Constantine is actually a DC character, so he was playing. But he's so cute in that movie. And he gave me little butterflies, and I was like, okay. And then I watched, is it Rush? The one with Sandra Bullock. I can't remember the name of it recently. It was crazy. I just watched it, and I can't remember what it's called. But it's when the bomb is on the bus, and they can't stop driving because the bomb will explode. A young Keanu Reeves, like, him older too. Like, I watched a John Wicks recently, and him older, he's also very handsome now. But a young Keanu Reeves, like, were we sleeping on the young Keanu Reeves back in that time? Because he's a cutie.
We must have been napping on him.
I
always
think
thought
I
he
was 10
cute.
when he, like, really hit stardom. When did The Matrix come out? Maybe I was younger.
I don't know. When did The Matrix come out?
I don't know.
I'm a
2002. 2000.
Do you ever look at certain movies? I can't give you an example right now, but, like, certain movies that came out in, like, 2001, and you're like, I was 5 years old. Like, what do you mean? And you're like, I'm part of history. Don't worry about it. I'm part of history.
I'm merely a relic.
I am, yeah. 1999. We were 4 years old.
Okay, I
3
remember
years old.
watching The Matrix when I was, maybe it wasn't right when it came out, but I remember watching it with my dad quite a bit. So, yeah, like, early 2000s, late 90s, Keanu Reeves was like, because I think The Matrix is what blew him up.
I think so.
Constantine came after The Matrix, but he's a cutie.
There's so many actors when they were young that you're kind of, oh.
Yeah.
I mean, Brendan Fraser, I've talked about him so much.
Dude, Brendan Fraser, a young Brendan Fraser.
Him in that era
Good
could
golly.
get it any day.
Good golly.
Like, I get what you mean when you have that, like, hyperfixation, because he's mine. Like, I love him.
I don't know. I have to move John Cusack a little bit over and
Well,
just put Keanu Reeves right
You
there.
hear that, John Cusack?
I'm sorry, John.
You shouldn't be. Fuck him.
It was a matter of time.
He's crying now. He's watching this sobbing. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Turn this on me.
The other thing I've been hyperfixating is the account called Westbrook. So it's West and then Brouk, and the person's YouTube is, I think it's their last name. Hold on, I'm just looking.
Are they British?
No.
Oh.
Brock. It's Brock.
Oh.
It's Maddie Westbrook. Do you know who Maddie Westbrook is?
That sounds familiar, but I don't.
Do you recognize her?
Honestly, no.
I think her, I might be fucking up pronouns, but I think her pronouns are she, her.
Okay.
Anyways, she's a YouTuber. Actually, let me just make sure I'm getting... Oh, I want to be respectful of pronouns here.
I don't think I've ever seen this person, though.
Give me a pronoun, anything. Just give me something. Oh, here you go. Maddie Westbrook's pronouns. Pronouns are flexible. Okay, so they, them, I think is... They're non-binary. Okay. They are a YouTuber. I think they were popular kind of like not in the Vine era, but they give Vine energy.
Okay.
And they like were a big character. They were very well known in the LGBTQ plus community, of course, but I was rewatching a bunch of their content because they make a bunch of stuff on YouTube. Anyways, they're so funny. So funny. And they live with like their wife, who is also like, she's like a sweet, like she's very much like the home baker. She's like very, and they like snakes and like spiders and shit like that. And so that's like the combining of two relationships. And
do they have like snakes and spiders for pets?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Anyways, I've been rewatching a bunch of their shit and I'm obsessed.
I don't think I've ever heard of these people.
I feel like you would recognize Maddie if you saw something of theirs, but like I feel like they really came into stardom maybe like 5 years ago on TikTok.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, is this somebody that you watched when you were younger and you're like...
No, but like early TikTok days.
Early TikTok. Okay. I don't know why I was thinking early YouTube.
But because early TikTok days gave Vine energy.
Very much that. They were trying to recreate it until they were like, oh, we can do whatever the fuck we want.
Until they realized Vine can never be touched.
Never.
Vine is just Vine. Anyways, those are my hyperfixations of the week. They don't hold a candle to the rest of this episode anymore. So, but that's it. That's my hyperfixation.
Thanks for sharing.
Week. Yeah, no problem.
Why do you like following
Oh,
Maddie?
and then this other guy that I've been watching. I'm obsessed with him. I think you would be obsessed with him too. He is hilarious, dude. I'm going to see if I can find him. I got to turn my volume down so in case TikTok like throws something.
But why do you like following Maddie? You just like their lifestyle?
They're just, they're funny. They, I can't think of anything in particular that they've done, but like they make jokes about like them being ADHD or like how a normal person would take a shower and how they take a shower. Yeah. And they're like scrubbing their face and they're like, is somebody in my house to murder me? Like shit like that. It's very relatable. So I've been watching their stuff. The other person I've been watching a lot is called Jeffrey Katler. And he is a comedian in New York City, and he has this new segment called Gummy Time, and he takes an Eddie, and then he cooks something, or he goes, and he's so funny. I'm going to show you some of them once we finish this podcast. But if you want to do yourself a service, people have been commenting this, and it's so for real of these like little segments that he does. But people are like, shut up, my show's on. Like, yeah, my show's on. Because he keeps doing these segments. But he's a comedian. So he knows, he gives kind of like Joe Santagato vibes. Okay. I feel. He's a little like rough around the edges, but in a really funny kind of way. And he'll be like, dude, like I don't know, I don't even know how to describe some of the shit that he says, but he'll take a gummy and then he'll be like, we'll be back in like 20 minutes to cook, and then it cuts to him and he is baked higher than the sky, and he is like ready to cook some chicken, and then he'll just be like, hey, do you know when you, hey, you know, and like it's because he's having like these moments of just like he can't speak, or he's just having a brain rot moment, and there's something so funny about it. And when you garden or call Eddie and then watch these videos, dude, 10 times funnier.
You're on the same level as them.
You're on the same level. It's the same vibe, and I'm so here for it. I loved Jeffrey. Don't change anything about yourself.
Keep doing you.
Keep doing you.
Keep doing your thing.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of him.
I don't know who that is, but I will check
I
them
will
out at some
change your
point.
life in about 10 minutes.
Oh, I fucking hope so.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it. Sorry. That was provocative, but okay. Well, that's the episode. We managed to, like, we're 30 seconds away from hitting our hour. So your emotional expression really was in timely fashion. So thank you so much for that.
I try my best. If I'm going to have a mental breakdown, it'll be in time.
You kept your breakdown to a really, like, good 30 minutes.
I think, thank you. I honestly, I've been thinking about saying what I needed to say. I didn't rehearse anything. That just came from the heart.
Well, I hope you wouldn't.
I honestly didn't want to cry. That was the last thing I wanted to do, but I do feel a lot better than that I have.
Good.
I feel more human. I don't know.
Hey, that's what I said at the beginning. Don't try to polish yourself and be the ideal perfection. Just be you.
And I don't think
there's enough perfection in the fucking world. We don't need enough of, like, we don't need any more of it. We need more of you.
Thank you. I think that's kind of what we're both aiming for. We don't want to be perfect, and we're not saying that we want to be perfect.
I don't think I'd be capable.
No, we wouldn't. We're horrible at being perfect. That's awful.
This podcast is called This podcast is called Dysfunctional Duo for a literal fucking reason.
It's in the name.
We are literally far from perfect. We promote it and brand it as such.
And we just hope that you enjoy the ride, because it means a lot.
It's been on a very uneven road, but
but we're gonna continue. Let's continue down this road, and let's do it together, as friends, as family.
You're so wholesome today, and it's like it's freaking me out a little bit.
I know. I'm gonna go fucking set a barn
I've
on
never
fire.
seen you be this sweet and delicate towards me ever, and it's like I don't know what to. It's like when you're raised in a household where you don't show physical affection, and then somebody hugs you, and you're like, "Get off me."
And I've been that person. I've been that person for so long that, like, didn't have a lot of physical affection as a child. So, like, learning through that as an adult is so weird, because you can't just, like, I love you now. Like, ew. Yeah, that very much that. But I'm trying. It's the transitional. I'll be a happier person one day. One day.
Won't we all?
Won't we all? And
Right.
I hope you do too.
All right, folks. Well, happy 50th first episode. 50th first episode. We are now leaning into October content, so you are going to see more of a heavy Halloween focus in the next few episodes. For anybody who isn't aware, we are, and we mentioned a little bit, but Spencer is playing video games with me on Twitch. So if you want to see a different version of Spencer and I in a different environment, without promoting myself, because it feels like a shameless plug, but it truly isn't. Go check out my Twitch and YouTube channel. We'll link it in the description for this episode. And if you are interested, I would recommend checking out my YouTube channel, because Twitch is a little hard to, like, determine the VODs and, like, know where Spencer would be playing with me. But YouTube, you'll see that I'll market it out as me playing with her. So we did play Phasmophobia. We played a ghost hunting game, which was very fun.
So
but we're going to be
fun.
playing other games together. So if you want to see a different environment of Spencer and I, go check out my YouTube channel. There is going to be videos coming out of her and I playing more video games together. And for other social medias on this platform, we do have Spotify, we have TikTok, we have Instagram, and I'm trying to remember, because when I'm streaming, I'm like, I'm on Discord. We're not on Discord. Don't follow us. There's no Discord.
There's no Discord.
But we are on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, which I'm assuming you're watching that here. And then we are on Spotify. We had moved everything to a different account on Spotify, so things are a little uneven. So if you're seeing two profiles, it's because the consolidation of episodes is still not happening, and it's taking time. But if you do look us up on Spotify, we are the Dysfunctional Duo, and we should be the Dysfunctional Duo on every platform. But if you can't find us, put an underscore in front of that, underscore the Dysfunctional Duo. The social handles will be here, so if you're visual, check those out there. And then we link out? We should be linking these out on our description of our video. Are we doing that?
I don't think so, but we can.
We will do that. So sorry. It's dysfunctional. I don't know what to tell you.
We're learning.
And I think that's it.
Yeah. We come out every Friday. Videos come out every Friday.
Episodes every Friday.
Sarah streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Correct.
Sarah has a goal on Twitch.
Don't do it.
She wants to reach
Stop it.
500,
No.
is it subscribers? Lovers? Followers?
Well, I'm married.
She's married, but like and subscribe.
If you enjoy my I don't know, vibe, check me out. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
I don't need to tell you about my goals.
And that's it. Have a fantastic life.
Have a fantastic week. We'll see you next Friday.
Bye.